you have to know that it's wrong in order to hide it. And the fact that they're hiding it tells me that they know that it's wrong, and they're doing it anyway, and they're doing it for money.
I thought one of the most powerful moments in your film was when you pulled down the sleeve and you saw the carnage. I profiled a detransitioner, which we're seeing more of them start to raise their voices now, 2 years ago, who was enticed to having his testicles amputated, and confirmed with an endocrinologist that what he described was actually possible, as he told me that he, about a year after he was disfigured and had his genitals amputated, that he ended up ejaculating blood. And the carnage of this medical scandal is just so horrific. And I wonder if maybe as the debate rages on about the ideology, if that's not, of course it drives it, but the public, in the public mind, until this is understood as a medical scandal, we can talk about all these ideological stuff if we're not missing the point. And just to tag on to this question, I literally got a phone call from a state legislator today who was instrumental in Arkansas's bill. Are you willing to speak with her?
With a legislator about a bill in Arkansas?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. And everything that you just said about this being a medical scandal, I 100% agree with you on that. And that's why when we did our expose on Vanderbilt, and we were going through all of the terrible things that they're doing to kids and to adults also, I really wanted to focus on the fact that they admit in some of their videos, which is maybe not breaking news, but they do admit that one of the reasons they got into this, one of the big reasons, is that it's a big moneymaker. And that's the words of a doctor. This is a big moneymaker to do this. And she even says that the reason why it's a big moneymaker is especially the genital surgeries require a lot of follow-ups. And so that's another way of saying that if we get this person and we do this to them, they'll be a patient for life, and they're gonna be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to us down the line. So that's a big part of the story. It is a scandal in the medical industry among people, I think many of whom know better. They know, because you have to know that it's wrong in order to hide it. And the fact that they're hiding it tells me that they know that it's wrong, and they're doing it anyway, and they're doing it for money. And that's why another thing that I think, and we're talking about this in Tennessee, is on top of banning these procedures, we also have to make sure that we enable the victims of these procedures to sue the doctors and the hospitals, and I would say even their parents down the line, when they grow up to inevitably regret what's done to them. I think under current laws, it's a very difficult thing to do, but you can change the laws, to enable that. And so that's one thing we should be doing.